Hey guys, and welcome to Lesson 8 for Science. This is our last full lesson of new stuff we'll be learning. Our next lesson will be just a review lesson, and then it'll be our test. So, starting with word tech, the first one is the name of a person. His name is Ernest Just. What is his name? Get ready. Yes, Ernest Just. The next word is biology. What word? Get ready. Yes, biology. The next word is biologist. What word? Get ready. Yes, biologist. Column 2. The first word is marine. What word? Get ready. Yes, marine. And the next one is ectoplasm. What word? Get ready. Yes, ectoplasm. All right. So, if you recognize any of those words, awesome. If not, let's learn what those are. So, the biology means study of life. So, that could be anything that's basically alive, okay? A biologist is that person who studies biology. Marine is having to do with life in the sea or in the ocean, water, okay? And an ectoplasm is the outermost part of the cytoplasm, okay? So, what are the 5 levels of cellular organization? Remember, it was cells, tissue, organ system. I don't know why I'm writing upwards. And organism. Make sure you write those. They don't obviously have to be curving up. I don't know why that happened. It just did. Why would a cell in an onion look different from a blood cell? Remember, it's simply because they have different functions. All right. Let's read about who Ernest Just is. Please make sure you have with you a pencil or pen and you have a highlighter. If you don't have a highlighter, that's fine. You can underline with your pencil or pen. Make sure you are following along, and let's get started. Some scientists conduct experiments just because they want to know why some things are the way they are, not because they expect an immediate benefit. We call this king of experimentation pure research. Ernest Just was a pure research scientist who wanted to understand how individual cells function. Just was born in South Carolina in 1883. Because schools for African American children in the South were poor, Just's mother sent him north to finish his education. There was a school in New Hampshire that accepted African American boys who couldn't pay tuition. Just enrolled there and did so well that he went to the Dartmouth College, where he studied biology and fell in love with the subject. From Dartmouth, Just went to Howard University, a university for African Americans in Washington, D.C., where he became a teacher. In the summer, he worked in Woodhull, Massachusetts, at probably the most famous marine lab in the world. At Woodhull, Just began his lifelong investigation of how cells work. He used the eggs of marine animals like sea urchins and sandworms to study how cells reproduce and divide. So remember, we talked about earlier how cells, they'll break apart and form more cells, okay? So they keep multiplying. When Just was conducting his research, most scientists focused their attention on the nucleus because they thought it was the only part of the cell that was important for development and reproduction. As Just studied the eggs he collected, keeping track of how they developed under the different conditions, he saw something amazing. He discovered that the cell's activity depended not just on the nucleus but also on the cytoplasm, especially the outer part of the cytoplasm called the ectoplasm. Because the ectoplasm is the part most influenced by the environment outside the cell, Just realized it helps determine whether or not the cell develops normally and how a particular cell will be differentiated from other cells. Just research changed the way scientists think about cells. His ideas led scientists to think about how the outer layers of the egg influence the process of fertilization. So, let's read this. So, Ernest's discovery, how it impacts us today. Make sure you're still following along. Ernest's discoveries answered many scientific questions. Without the experimental knowledge of Ernest Everest, we would not know the things about reproduction today. He did his studies over a vast block of polycermy, which is an egg coating itself in the shell to prevent multiple sperm entering the egg embryo, and then basically it just keeps going, okay? So we can see an egg getting bigger, and it's basically the cells are reproducing and staying together, and they reproduce and grow and grow and grow, okay? So, what did Everest just study? Think about it. We just said it. He studies biology, or biology in cells. So BIOLOGY, biology or cells. Okay. Through his research, Just helped scientists think differently about what? He helped them rethink how cells work. Oops, having a hard time. Work and divide. Okay. So this one is for you. Write 2 interesting facts about Ernest Just. Okay, so the man that we just learned about. If you need to, go back and reread the little expo that we had about him and write 2 interesting facts about Ernest Just. There will also be another video posted for you to watch about Ernest Just, so make sure you watch that. And let me make sure that there's nothing else. Nope. Remember, next time will just be a short review, so make sure you are ready for that, and then it will be the test. Have a great rest of your day.